For 2 years running, this subject is still in court.
And I want to check if really are people just lying about the pastor, or is it the truth? This miracle is a fraud. And if it's not the fraud, and let them give me the proof. Let's talk about it as men of God.
The Johannesburg High Court, presided over by Honorable Justice Bam, will hear the case of defamation of character between Alf Lukau and Solomon Ashom-Maizang will on Monday, which started off in 2019. Lukau sued Solomon, who claimed on his Facebook account that the infamous Elliot resurrection was faked. Lukau, who is now based in Europe, is expected to be represented by his lawyers, Sim attorneys, is pressing charges of defamation. The two have crossed swords many times with the Nigerian, calling the Congolese pastor a fake.
The same pastor, prophet that allegedly raised,
resurrected someone?
The Elliot, though that's not his real name, Elliot from the dead. I have a bit of a history with him. History that goes down a couple of years ago. And this is a high court, this is a summon I got from the high court when he sued me. It's 96 pages, basically. He sued me twice.
So you were sued twice?
He sued me twice. This is a notice of motion from the High Court in Johannesburg.
Solomon, who was recently asked by the High Court to pay an amount of 44,333 Rand 62 cents to Alf Lukau for costs incurred so far in the case, says he still stands by his words.
I believe in my truth. I believe what I had said against him was not defamation. And now he's saying it's defamation because it's contempt of court. So after the whole resurrection drama with Elliot happened, I wrote certain things which I felt it was not defamatory. Some of them was on him. I did an interview on radio. They called me and said, Solomon, you've been having this issue with Lukau for some time. Tell us about it. I told them, even when I went on YouTube, some YouTube for Seventh-day Adventist Church, they had a program. I said the same thing. I said, but a lot of these things are still allegations because they've never been proven in court yet. So now he felt I defamed him, so he took me to court. So, I've said this over and over before, so I don't want to bore you. Between Alf Lukau and myself, he knows the truth about what I stand for, but you want to come and take properties from the house. I'm the kind of guy that I can live with nothing. If not for the sake of my wife and kids, I can live with nothing.
If found guilty, Solomon could pay millions of rands in damages to Alf Lukau. It will be interesting to see how it ends, especially when Solomon has made it public that he was formerly unemployed.
Solomon doesn't have money. I don't have a full-time job, right? I don't have a job technically. That's what I can put it. So because of what I do, I'm passionate about this. A lot of my time is just doing a lot of this advocacy and activism around bringing back truth into the church in different ways and speaking truth to power.
And on the flip side of the coin, should Lukau lose this case, Solomon could be handsomely compensated. Alf is ever ready to take on anyone who brings his name into disrepute, as he has also laid charges against J. Israel. In a letter dated the 3rd of December 2020 and addressed to J. Israel, lawyers of Pastor Alf Lukau said the comments of J. Israel on a Facebook broadcast on the 1st and 2nd of December 2020 were false, defamatory, and unlawful allegations. The letter stated criminal charges will be laid against J. Israel for his defamatory comments and conduct. It further stated that having considered the extent and nature of the baseless and malicious allegations, the necessary documentation and information was being finalized to lay criminal charges against J. Israel.